Kissio dumps it in front. Kissio couldn't get it. Here's Big Bob Probert wheeling in. Has Van Beesbrook down and out. Probert now trying to stuff it in, and he failed to do it as Van Beesbrook got across and covered the short side. Rangers again fail to clear. Shot by Klima, bounces wide. Probert again now behind the net for the wing. Takes the bump. Klima coming over to help out, gets it back to Probert. They battle along the end boards. Now Miller plays it up the boards. Big hit there by the defenseman Ladouceur. Draws a reaction from the Garden crowd as Harold Snepps dumps it back in wide of the Ranger goal. Laidlaw clears it center ice. And McClellan, just acquired last week from the Los Angeles Kings, sends it across. And it's dumped to the side of the Red Wing goal. Early action, first period, no score. This is Larson now backhanding at center ice. Back to get it, Steve Patrick. Rolling it to his defense partner, Whistle, failed to clear the zone. Now Pavelich is there. He gets it out center ice. Reed Larson right there for the wing. Backhands it wide of the Ranger goal. Van Beesbrook is there. This is Bob Whistle playing it up the fireboards, pinching in, but failing to keep it in was Craig Smith for the Red Wings. Now some pressure on Rick Zombo right in front of the Red Wing bench. Couple of big hits over there. Pavelich coming away with the puck. One of the heroes of the 1980 Olympic team under Herb Brooks. This is Pavelich. Wheeling in his own zone, turns and fires a shot that was handled easily by LaForest. Rangers trying to put some pressure on here. McClellan coming in forechecking for the Rangers. He's taken up along the boards there by Larson. Puck comes straight for Pavelich in front. Never really got a shot away. Here's McClellan circling the net. Greg Smith tangles him up. They battle along the end boards behind LaForest. Now the puck comes free and failing to get a shot away right in front for the New York Rangers was McClellan as the puck comes back neutral zone. Reed Larson playing his second game at right wing. Tries to unload that big slap shot of his, but it was blocked. And the play is offsides at the New York Ranger blue line. There is Harry Neal, who Mickey kept the Red Wings from coming out for the warm-up until there were only about 6 minutes left in the warm-up, and I understand he was really giving them a pretty good jawing down there in the locker room before the game.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised, David, as you look at the Red Wing scratches for tonight. With the team going the way they are and the trade being made today, I'm sure that he had a lot of things to say to his hockey club. Try to get them motivated and try to get some points on the board. We'll see how that works out as the night goes on. Van Beesbrook has played very well for the Rangers. The Wings will be all they can do to get the offense going. They've been having trouble scoring goals anyway, but Van Beesbrook has played very, very well for New York. He has all of the Ranger wins.
Well, we've got Steve Yzerman between John Ogrodnik and Danny Gare. Here's Ogrodnik across the line. His shot blocked partially by the defenseman Melnick. Another new addition to this Ranger lineup came over from the Edmonton Oilers in a trade that involved Mike Rogers and minor leaguer Todd Strebe. Here's Greshner now stick handling along the boards. He'll get it out center ice. Has Don Maloney on his left. Puck driven behind LaForest. Maloney coming in on the boards. He is checked there. Gare coming over for the Wings to help out now. Now the puck squirts across the Red Wing zone. Bob Brook hustles over, gets off a shot, and he missed it on the short side. Greshner tries to feed the point. It went outside the line. It's sent back in, and it's offside. No score early in the first period from Madison Square Garden. We'll be back right at Helmanen. One of the two Finns on this Ranger club just had a pretty good scoring opportunity. Dwight Foster now battling with Dave Gagne in the corner to the right of the Red Wing net. Puck comes free for a moment. Ranger trying to get something going. Here's the centering pass right out in front that was tipped away. Rangers recover. Quick shot. LaForest the save. As the Rangers putting on their pressure of the night. Now Foster taking a Ranger player down along the boards. Puck comes free. Ladouceur there first to get it for the Wings. He is being checked along the boards by Hellman, and again, now Joe Kosar out there bumping a bit with Laidlaw as a couple of players down on the ice. There you see Ladouceur along the boards on top of the puck.
And there's the new man this year for the New York Rangers, Ted Sater, ex-assistant coach with the Philadelphia Flyers. Came in here and made a lot of changes on this Ranger hockey club. Sent veterans Mike Rogers, who's since been traded, Pierre LaRouche, Nick Fatio, and there are the Ranger scratches. Sent all of those guys down to the minors with Glenn Hanlon, who had played very, very well. And, of course, you know how the natives are in New York. They get on you very quickly. But this team has played, as we mentioned at the top of the show, well in spots, well enough to be competitive in the Patrick division. So they haven't been on top of Ted Sater.
Here's Klima one-on-one against Patrick. Fired the shot wide. Puck comes along the boards. Kissio checked there immediately. Now Ridley trying to dig it out. It was held in by the Wings. Here's Probert in the slot. He lost his balance. Couldn't get a shot away. And back the other way now for the Rangers. Bob Whistle firing it in behind LaForest. LaForest leaves it there for Zambo. His clearing pass was knocked down by Thomas Sandstrom. Sandstrom now wheeling into the slot. Little drop pass anticipated by Klima, and the Wings break out the other way. Kitsio across center ice, just dumps it in. Van Beesbrook stopping it there. Willie Huber, the former Detroit Red Wing, plays it up the left wing side, and Kelly Miller starts it out for the Rangers. Center ice pass now to Sandstrom. Sandstrom trying to get by Smith. He does, but couldn't get a shot away. Rolled it through the goal mouth. Pinching in now. It is held in by Melnick. Taken away by Kissio. Plays it softly up the boards and tried to get Klima center ice, but that was broken up nicely there by Sandstrom.
I think it hit the linesman and interrupted a 2-on-1 that the Wings would have had.
Wings failed to clear. Maloney with a steal. Rangers were in the middle of a line change. Now he dumps it behind the net. Maloney does for Greshner. It's sent back into the corner. Bob Brook back for Greshner. Little drop pass in front of shot. Big save, LaForest.
Sure was.
Whew. And the Wings survive one there as the former Ranger Ron Duguay starts it back. Carries into the zone, and Reed Larson was offsides on the play. Still no score. We'll be back at Madison Square Garden right after this.
They've had some pressure in the first 5.5 minutes. The Rangers are on the board. Harry Neal's unhappy again, and he's got to play shorthanded.
McClellan's 7th goal of the season overall, is second in his 7th game with the New York Rangers since coming over from L.A. Mark Osborne, the former Red Wing, getting the only assist on the goal.
Here's the stats on the power play for the Rangers. And on the other side, Detroit's penalty killer, last in the league.
This is Patrick now behind his own net, starting it up for the Rangers on the power play, and they have the 1-0 lead. Puck is driven in by Helmanen. LaForest at the side of the net, leaves it there. Rangers pick it right up. Trying to get something going here. This is Ruotsalainen. Gets it in the circle for Ridley. Ridley, little drop pass. Helmanen out to the line. Ruotsalainen, he can fire it. His shot was knocked down, and Foster has it and clears it all the way down the ice.
Ruotsalainen can really skate. See, LaForest didn't see him coming that time, and he just skated around and picked up the loose puck. Rangers have got some speedsters out here in the power play.
Snaps in the box for tripping. Rangers with the man advantage. Ridley now sent it across to Willie Huber. Dumped it behind the Red Wing goal. Rangers changing up here. That'll give Barrett some time. He'll fire it all the way down the ice. And Van Beesbrook watching now as Pavelich comes back to pick it up. Little Mark Pavelich, not much in size, but he makes it up, and hustle, desire, and talent. Boy, he was tripped up there by Duguay, who got away with one.
Fans razzing Duguay, of course.
And Beesbrook, oh, good wrist action there, getting it all the way out to center ice. And Pavelich now carries into the Red Wing zone, goes wide, dumps it behind LaForest. McClellan, who has the game's only goal, in the corner, sends it to the far side. Pavelich couldn't control, but Huber will hold it in. Back it goes. Osborne lets it roll behind the net. McClellan centering pass was blocked by Zambo. McClellan has it back. Just over 20 seconds left on the Snaps penalty. Here comes the Pavelich. Wheels and fires a shot that was knocked down in front. Greshner checked by Duguay. Zambo is there. He failed to get it out. Now it is driven into the neutral zone by the wing. 10 seconds left in the Snaps penalty. And Huber back at his own line, starts it ahead. Willie Huber drives it in. Bouncing puck behind the net. McClellan there, rolls it in front. Quick shot. LaForest the save there on Pavelich. As he just did squeeze the pads together, the penalty to Snaps is over, so the Wings survive the first Ranger power play.
Pavelich left all alone in front of the net. And Mark LaForest stood his ground that time. Keep this game at 1-0 New York. There's a setup by McClellan. He's had a good first period so far. McClellan being traded to the Rangers in a strange deal where Rolly Melanson was supposed to go to L.A. He's still in Minnesota recovering from a groin pull. There's a little guy that played for the 1980 U.S. Olympic team.
Signed as a free agent. Nobody drafted him, Mick, so quite a find. Of course, Herb Brooks had a lot to do with that, of course.
Back to Big McClellan. He had 31 goals and 85 points for the Kings last year, so he's a valuable player.
Rangers were looking for size and scoring punch on the left side, and they got both with McClellan. Center ice Ranger pass intercepted. Klima up to the line with a shot. Van Beesbrook the save. Rebound taken by Helmanen. And we're going to have a penalty here. I think it'll be Whistle.
Yes. Getting
the whistle.
He'll be hooked down in front of the net. Probert, I believe it was, with the score. New York 1, Detroit 0. We'll be back in a moment.
Redmond and Toby Cunningham. It was Dave Gagne that went off. the Ranger penalty. I thought it was Whistle at the side of the net. He looked like the guilty party, but it was GAGNER who was guilty of the hook. And now the Red Wings on the power play. They have steadily been climbing up. They were last in the league for a long time. They're up to 18th. There you see the Ranger penalty killers. Very respectable, close to 4 out of every 5 they kill off. Draw control by Kissio. Back to the line. Quick shot. Yzerman blocked in front by the Rangers. Helmet in and sent down the ice. Reed Larson, who's been playing at right wing for the last couple of games, plays on the point on the power play with that big cannon shot of his. Yzerman plays the other point. Up front right now, it's Probert, Kissio, and Klima. Puck driven around behind Van Beesbrook. Held in on the boards by Yzerman. Now he lost it. And Mark Osborne drives it down the ice.
I think Harry Neal's going to, for at least the time being, leave Larson exclusively at the right wing and see what happens.
Well, he played pretty well. Had some good chances the other night against Chicago. Here's an attempted pass for Probert that is broken up. And James Patrick drives it down the ice. Time remaining, minute 10 in the Red Wing power play. Here's Probert, scored his first NHL goal the other night on the power play against the Blackhawks. Duguay bumping with Laidlaw. Big hit back there. A couple of former teammates. Laidlaw returning the favor. Now Probert in there with Klima, trying to dig the puck free. They work it along the boards. Still a jam up there. Puck comes free. Probert has it now along the end board. Oh, he's drilled to the ice by Laidlaw. Now Duguay coming over to help out. Maloney with a stick up a bit. Puck comes free. Klima in front, and it was knocked away. Rangers recovered well there. Looked like it was going to be a good setup for the Wings, and the Rangers clear into the neutral zone. Yzerman wheeling back into his own zone. Gets it off to Reed Larson. Larson taking a look now as the Wings starting a change. Here's a little, little deep with the puck there. And as Mickey said, the last man, if that doesn't work, you got a breakaway
from center ice. Very dangerous.
Warren Young now. 15 seconds left on the Red Wing power play. Tim Friday plays it ahead for Gare. Tried to deflect it neutral zone, but it's taken away there by Sandstrom. Over to Huber. He drives it off the board center ice, and the Wings unable to do anything on this man advantage. GAGNER just coming out of the box now as Huber sends it around the boards. It's held in now by the Wings. This is Ogrodnik. Ogrodnik, tough angle shot, actually looking for a deflection there from Gare, and it went off the boards all the way to center ice. Friday rolls it across now for Greg Smith. Dumping it into the Ranger zone. Melnick knocked it down. Quick outlet the other way. Here's Ridley now. Ridley for the Rangers, circling the goal. Tries to dump it in front. Never got the pass away, and now it deflects out in the neutral zone. And Ogrodnik would have had a chance, but he lost his balance. Rayo Ruotsalainen now. Drives it across the Red Wing zone. Rangers changing up. Greg Smith has it. Coming down on 9 minutes left of the first period. Wings trailing 1-0. Dwight Foster lifts it to the far corner of the Rangers zone. Pavelich taking a hit from Lane Lambert. Pavelich got it around the boards, and McClellan starts it back the other way. McClellan, big slap shot, and LaForest kicks it all the way up into the seats and out of play. With the Red Wings trailing 1-0 from Madison Square Garden. We'll be back. Wings trailing 1-0, and they have only 1 shot on goal compared to 5 for the Rangers. Both teams have had a power play opportunity, which the respective penalty killing units have killed off. McClellan, who has the game's only goal, dumps it in behind LaForest. Harold Snep's working Pavelich over in front of the net. That's a size mismatch. Here it comes to Pavelich, though, trying to create something. Dumps it wide of the Red Wing goal. Dwight Foster.
There's a penalty coming up now. Is it Rangers? Yes. Pavelich, I think, dumped. I think he dumped, well, I'm not sure. I thought it was Lambert. Nevertheless, the Rangers will go shorthanded again. 1-0 New York, 8:30 to play. We'll be back in a moment.
Pavelich up for tripping at 11:30 of the first period. Second power play for the Red Wings.
Pavelich, I think, a little upset that he was taking such a riding from Harold Sneps, David, in front of the net. You know, when Sneps is out there, he's going to give you the opposite jersey a tough time when you go in front of his goaltender. That's his job, and he does it well.
Kissio now dropping it back, and Larson starts it up the ice for the Wings with a man advantage. Peter Klima plays it quickly up off the fireboard. Rangers intercept and send it right back down the ice. LaForest leaving it there now for Reed Larson. Peter Klima with some ice to work with. Skates it into the Rangers zone. His pass intended for Ogrodnik broken up. And back comes Yzerman, giving it off to Larson. Quick pass intended for Klima, anticipated by Patrick. And the Rangers will just play a little throw and catch here. Center ice, this is Brooks. Sends it back now to James Patrick.
Or they don't want to get into this habit too early in a hockey game to be standing around like this. Get this extra man. Our guys are trying to do it by themselves instead of playing and then taking advantage of that extra man.
Well, I noticed the first couple of power plays, at least the Wings are not just dumping it in. They seem to be trying to gain the zone with possession of the puck with the man advantage. And they get it this time. It comes out to the line now to Larson. Rolls it across Yzerman in the slot looking for Klima, who didn't see the pass. Ogrodnik gets control. Back to Klima at the point. Back to Ogrodnik. Wings have to work the puck quickly, and they get it to Klima now. Working his way in. A pass along the goal line for Kissio. Right in front. A quick shot. Van Beesbrook the save.
Ogrodnik had a great chance.
Ridley failed to clear the zone. Now it's picked up, and we got a breakaway here. It's Sandstrom being chased by Klima. Oh, what a great play by Peter Klima. Not only the speed, but he made the great play to pick his pocket. Klima the other way, drop pass. Larson, a shot is blocked. Here's another chance for the Wings as Kissio fires it high and wide. Great hustle by Klima. Here's Klima again in deep, rolls it across. Quick shot, Van Beesbrook the save and a rebound. Fired wide by Larson, and it's loose in the goal mouth, and Van Beesbrook has covered it.
That's the kind of goaltending they've been getting from Van Beesbrook. There's Larson with a couple of pops at it. The second one was shot wide, but Van Beesbrook made that first stop. Ogrodnik had 2 shots at it earlier in the power play, and Van Beesbrook stopped those. Great goaltending. And look at this play by Peter Klima. Shorthanded breakaway. Sandstrom, thank you very much, picked his pocket. He had a play yesterday in the NFL when Rogers was running in the end zone. He pulled a hamstring, and the guy punched the ball out of his hand, recovered in the end zone, and no touchdown. It was a touchback. That reminded me of the play. Great speed by Peter Klima. That would have been a heartbreaker to get a shorthanded goal against.
All right, Wings have it center ice now. Probert. His pass comes to Duguay. Duguay carries into the Ranger zone. Now he's spun around there by Willie Huber. And a big hit along the boards by Don Maloney draws a roar from the Garden crowd as the Wings dump it in. Here's Kelly Miller trying to clear, deflected by Gare, but Maloney gets it out center ice. It hit Warren Young and came back into the Ranger zone. Offsides as we get a look at Ron Krebsner.
That's one of the better power plays we've seen the Wings had, Dave, in a while. They've got several shots. Warren Young did not see any action with the extra man that time. He's come to life in the last 10, 12, 13 games. He mentioned to me, what was it, 2 TV games ago, 2 or 3 games ago, that he felt he had to play more physical to be more effective, and he's been trying to do that, and he's been scoring some goals.
Well, he did not have a goal in the first 16 games, so in the last 15 he has scored all 10 of his goals. That's not a bad clip at all. James Patrick now. Center ice, carries into the Red Wing zone. Met by Friday. Here's a pass for Gagne. Broken up, comes right back to Patrick. Drive and a save, and Friday able to clear the zone ahead now for Warren Young. Young flips it into the corner, left of Van Beesbrook. Digging in after it, Duguay. Patrick sends it around the boards. Rutzelainen failed to clear it. Barrett pinching way in. Now here's Larson right out in front. It rolls to the line. Tim Friday. Here's a shot tipped, and it went wide. Duguay bumping there with Helminen. Duguay dumps it to Young, who was checked right away by Patrick. Now Duguay, Helminen ties him up along the boards. Duguay really working well in this first period. Will not take that face-off if he can help it. Now Duguay pulled to the ice. Puck is still not cleared. Warren Young holds it in. Back to the line for Larson. Takes a weak wrist shot that is handled by Van Beesbrook. Puck comes around the boards. Friday pinches in, but it gets by him center ice. Larson drops it back for his defense partner Barrett. Quick pass center ice for Warren Young. Broken up momentarily, but now Barrett comes back. He'll try a long shot, deflected. Comes right back out in front. And Dwight Foster in for checking on Laidlaw. Here comes Lambert with a hit. Wings really trying to play aggressively here in the first period in New York. Pavelich now across the line with McClellan. Nice drop pass. McClellan, quick shot, save. LaForest, loose puck now. Still in the pack. LaForest doesn't have it, but somebody's got it smothered for the Red Wings, and we'll have a stop and play. With the Wings trailing 1-0. We'll be back right after this. Good power play opportunities, although they've been outshot 7-3. Mick really Pretty good forechecking by the Wings.
I don't know about those shots on goal. I thought we had 3 or 4 shots at last power play. I don't know who the heck's counting shots here in the Garden, but
Joe Kocur got it to the line, but it was held in by Osborne. McClellan behind the net takes the hit from Snett. Puck comes free right out in front. Osborne and a big save by LaForest. Osborne, good wrist shot, and LaForest held his ground and robbed him. McClellan now poke check, but Osborne has it. He wants it one more time. Gives it to McClellan. His shot handled by LaForest, who covers up.
Well, I'll tell you, we got to watch the front of the net. Wide open in front of Mark LaForest was Osborne, and both defensemen caught out of position. Look at, there's both Ladouceur and Harold Snepps behind the net, and nobody covered up in front for them, and not for a big save by LaForest, we'd have had a 2-0 hockey game.
Well, it's tough enough coming up as we take a look at an out-of-town score. The Islanders and the Hartford Whalers all tied at 1. Oh.
Bobby Nystrom for the Islanders and Ron Francis for the Hartford Whalers.
Big slap shot stopped by LaForest. Another chance for the Rangers, that time Kelly Miller. I started to say tough enough for LaForest coming up as the puck went out of play, but LaForest under a lot more pressure with the suspension to Greg Steppen, as we see Willie Huber with that big cannon of his. And there's Kelly Miller with a little chip shot. I guess LaForest did get a piece of that.
Well, Miller's one of the new players, rookies for the Rangers, that has played very well. Mike Ridley. These are the guys that allowed Sater to demote the 3 or 4 veterans to the minor leagues. And he had a very interesting statement, David. He said it wasn't a demotion with these guys, it was promotion for the young players like Miller and Ridley.
Draw comes to the point. Melnick shot handled by LaForest. Sandstrom now. Checked on the play by Gare. Miller, though, holding it in. Gets it back to Sandstrom behind the Red Wing goal. He holds up. Lost it for a moment. Gets it back. Now Greg Smith working him along the end boards. Smith getting away with a little clutching and grabbing there. Pulled Sandstrom to the ice.
Well, the Rangers are skating in the offensive zone, jumping all over the place. Sandstrom with some very good work behind the net. There's a new Ranger playing in his 2nd game, Larry Melnick, who came to the Rangers from Edmonton. Mike Rogers, the veteran, went to the Oilers. A shot that was to the outside of the goal post, about 8-10 inches behind the post. Melnick, a hard-nosed defenseman, played with the Boston Bruins for a short time.
Tough kid. Here's a shot by Miller that is blocked and kicked out of the zone by Zambo. Ogrodnik dumps it in front of the Ranger goal off the boards. It's picked up on the move by Ruotsalainen. Ruotsalainen starts it down the boards, being checked by Ogrodnik, and flipped it right up into the seat side of play. And we're down to just under 3.5 remaining in the first period.
Not a lot of shots on goal. 10-3 in favor of the Rangers for the wide open hockey we've had here in the first period.
Mickey and I will be right back here on TV 20 1 week from Sunday. That'll be January the 5th at 7 o'clock from Maple Leaf Gardens. Big game against the Toronto Maple Leafs in the Norris Division. It's right here on TV 20 on Sunday, January 5th, 7 p.m. from Maple Leaf Gardens.
Of course, the Wings will tee it up against the Leafs Thursday night in Detroit, so that'll be the first of that 2-game series.
Zambo drives it in behind the Ranger goal. Ruotsalainen has it there. Plays it up the left wing side. Maloney takes a hit there from Zambo, and the Rangers coming out 2-on-1. It's Greshner with Brooke. Greshner, the shot, he scores!
Well, 2-on-1. Not much you can do about that. The defenseman allows the shooter to take the shot, and the goaltender plays the shooter, and Ron Greshner, the captain, drilled it right between the legs of Mark LaForest. That is the way it's supposed to be played on a 2-on-1. Let the goaltender handle the shooter. There you see 2 Detroit players, Gare and Zambo, pinching on a Ranger. They get caught, and it's 2-on-1, and there they go. Now Smith plays it right. He takes the pass away and allows LaForest to play the shooter. And unfortunately for the Red Wings, the 12th goal of the year by Captain Greshner makes it 2-0 New York.
Maloney will draw probably the only assist, but we'll wait and see. Here's Gagne now. Up into the wing zone. Tries to get around Friday, who broke him up but failed to clear. Rangers still with some pressure on now with a 2-0 lead. Gagne looking to get it in front. Weak one-hand shot stopped by Probert, who got it to the line.
Outside.
And it came outside the line, brought back in offside.
Well, the Wings that continue to have problems in their own zone.
In the first intermission tonight, we've got Remember When. Sid Abel talks about battling the Montreal Canadiens for the Stanley Cup back in the mid-60s. And we want to add that Sid is recovering well at St. Joseph's Hospital in Ann Arbor, Michigan from his surgery a couple of weeks ago. That's Remember When during our first intermission here on TV 20.
And I mentioned that Sid may be well enough to be released for Christmas.
All right, here's a chance for the Rangers. They score! Osborne at the side of the goal. I think was the one that poked it underneath LaForest, and that makes it 3-0 New York.
Well, let's see if we can see how this develops. Down in the Red Wing zone again, there's 3 Rangers. They isolate right there. A funny bounce off of Johnny Barrett, and a puck laid right there, and it was PAVELICH, 16, I believe, who was the last guy to touch it for the Rangers. Osborne deflected it. It went off Barrett's skate, and it laid right there. And PAVELICH just jammed it underneath the goaltender.
Center ice Larson now. Backhands it into the Rangers zone. Huber clears it left wing side for McClellan. Rink-wide pass off the skate of PAVELICH, and Sneps has it for the Wings. Wings have not played badly enough to be trailing 3-0, but how will it affect a club that comes in with a 7-game losing streak? That's the question, Mick. Well, we have an icing call.
I think it's pretty obvious. It's got to be hurting when you get down on the road and you're struggling and you've gone 7 straight without a win. Your level of confidence, if it isn't already shot, is whatever you had left is right at the bottom of the barrel. 16th goal for number 16, Mark PAVELICH. Osborne and McClellan assisting on the play. And the Rangers are on a roll.
Puck jammed up in the corner to the right of LaForest. Duguay working the boards for the Wings. And we get a whistle for a face-off again in the Red Wing zone.
So I was mentioning just before the goal, David, that Sid Abel may be well enough to be released for the holidays, and we certainly want to wish him a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and all the folks back in Detroit. Hope it's a safe, happy holiday for everybody.
Laidlaw's shot snuck through. LaForest got a piece of it. Center ice, this is Duguay into the zone with Larson, but the puck knocked off of Dugay's stick. Van Beesbrook clears it up the boards, and Ladouceur gets it to Sneps. Back to his own line. Pass for Warren Young. Back into the zone for Ladouceur. Now Duguay. Right wing pass intended for Larson. Broken up. It comes back into the Red Wing zone. Miller centering pass. Blocked by Snepp. This is Sandstrom now. Checked hard by Ladouceur into the boards. Now the puck comes free. Larson rolling it ahead. Blocked at the line. Duguay second swipe at it. Gets it into the neutral zone. Here's Ridley now across the line. Drop pass for Sandstrom. His shot blocked by Snepp. And Warren Young trying to clear it. Flipped it right into the seats, and that means we have a face-off in the Red Wing zone with 50 seconds left in period number 1. Taking a look at Bob Whistle, one of the free agents acquired by the New York Rangers.
Young man spent a couple of years at Sir Wilfrid Laurier University in Waterloo. Played for assistant coach Rick Birch of the Rangers. The University Player of the Year last year in 84-85, free agent, signed by the Rangers. Didn't think he had a chance to make this hockey club, but here he is playing in the National Hockey League. There was Kelly Miller heading to the Ranger dressing room less than a minute to go.
All right, here's Barrett ahead for Gare, who had lost his footing. Puck back inside the Ranger zone, and James Patrick cleared at center ice. And here's Don Maloney now, rolling it across, and Greshner offsides on the play, and the faceoff will come out into the neutral zone. Kelly Miller going down to the Ranger dressing room, we understand, with a slight muscle pull.
Not a very good statistic to look at. 7 wins, 1 less than the LA Kings, who have 20 points. And boy, they have struggled. And Harry Neal's got to be pulling his hair out, trying to figure out what he's got to do to get a victory, a tie, anything at all to get this thing turned around.
Puck batted out of the air by Barrett, ends up in the seats out of play.
The Wings have certainly had their bad nights. I think, and Harry Neal said it best, David, you expect during an 80-game season you might have 1 or 2, maybe 3 whoppings where you get nailed 8-2, 9-2, 10-1, but they've already had 5 of them in the first 27 hockey games, and that's definitely something to be concerned about.
Center ice GAGNER, who has one of the 3 Ranger goals, wraps it in to the Red Wing zone. Barrett is there, quickly moves it ahead for Gare. Has Maloney right on him. Gare rolls it across. Greg Smith ahead for Barrett, and he drives it into the Ranger zone. Willie Huber back to
received a penalty, GAGNER, for slashing, which will put Detroit with the extra man. So after killing off that 2-man advantage, it'll be a good time for the Wings to get on the board and get back in this hockey game.
All right, the jam up along the board to the left of Van Beesbrook. He was the one, Mick, that got the penalty. GAGNER serving the minor.
Right. Well, I knew it was a guy in white and blue anyway.
GAGNER in the box. Ron Duguay, Warren Young, John O'Grodnick up front. Steve Yzerman and Reed Larson back at the blue line. Draw comes back to Larson. Larson moves it in behind the Ranger goal. It comes around on the left wing side. Yzerman came in, battling there with Osborne, but Bob Brook picks it up and clears it down the ice. Mio out of the net, leaves it there now for Reed Larson. 3rd power play of the night for the Wings, who are 0 for 2. Larson moves it to Yzerman. Drives it along the boards behind Van Beesbrook. Must have hit something, slowed down there. Now behind the net, O'Grodnick digs it free for Duguay. Plays it out to the point now for Yzerman. Yzerman quickly back for Duguay. He's checked on the play. Warren Young comes over and is able to dig it free. Young, Osborne right on him. Rangers very aggressive here tonight, killing the penalties, not allowing the Red Wings to do anything. As Warren Young giving Mark Osborne a little extra shove there.
Well, the Rangers are they're working harder than the Wings right now. You can see that extra action that they come up with. They're now shorthanded here. The physical play along the boards. They're not giving Detroit a chance to set anything up. Detroit will make a pass, and right there within a second or so is a Ranger right on them, and you don't get time to sit back with that extra man and set up that perfect play that you like to get when you have the extra man.
14:06 left in the second period. 1:04 left in the Van Beesbrook penalty being served by GAGNER. There's Mark Osborne, the former Red Wing, came over to the Rangers in that 3-for-3 deal that involved Eddie Mio, who's now playing goal for the Red Wings. Of course, Ron Duguay, who's going to take this face-off, was involved in that trade.
What's that been now? 3 years since that trade was made? Eddie Johnstone having played a couple of games with the Wings just recently and sent back down to the Adirondack.
Face-off underneath the Ranger player, and he covers it again. Let's see if
he's bound he's going to get it covered up yet. It's
going to say Marwelli
Sandstrom
might call a delay a game, but he decided not to.
Sandstrom.
Of course, Willie Huber, who was involved in the trade, is still with the Rangers. Mike Blaisdell was picked up in the waiver draft by Pittsburgh prior to the start of this season, and not playing too badly for the Penguins.
Well, that was certainly one of the bigger deals of the season when it was made.
All right, Yzerman holding it in. Now Laidlaw sends it back behind the Ranger goal. O'Grodnick hustles over, moves it away from Maloney. Back to the point now for Larson. Tees it up for the shot. Van Beesbrook to save. Loose puck. Another chance blocked. Here's Larson one more time. Deflects to Yzerman. His shot fluttered in, was knocked down by Maloney, who cleared his zone.
Stick. Boy, they're fortunate there. Yzerman broke his stick on that shot, and Sandstrom almost had himself a breakaway. Look at that. Yzerman with a shot back at Sandstrom. That's good to see. Yzerman retaliating. He's giving some lip to the referee now.
Here's a steal by Warren Young, but Sandstrom right on him. Young trying to go around.
Look out here. Look out here. Here we go. You see that coming, and now they start to fight. Warren Young.
Melnick, I think, is the Ranger.
Well, Warren's going to get a penalty right off the top. He had his arm wrapped around the head of Melnick and rammed him into the boards, wrestling style. They don't get to fight at all, and that'll probably be all it is one penalty to Warren Young, which will even things up, and only 12 seconds left now on the Van Beesbrook penalty. Melnick going to go off too? Looks like he is. Well, let's see what happens here. I wouldn't be surprised if
maybe Warren gets a double.
Yeah, Warren gets the extra 2. Now here's where he wraps up Melnick and slam dunks him into the glass. Morelli over to the penalty box now, explaining to the timekeeper what he wants called. See if we can pick it up on the PA.
Young receives 2 minutes for holding and 2 minutes for roughing. Number 30 of New York, Larry Melnick, receives 2 minutes for roughing. Time of all penalties, 6 minutes, 46 seconds.
So indeed, Warren Young gets the extra 2, did he not?
Great.
Well, they've only got 2 posted. Oh, I know why. They're coincidental. The other 2 are coincidental. That's why. Now Warren complaining to Morelli.
And still, as you mentioned, 12 seconds left in the Van Beesbrook penalty, which is being served by Gagner. So Gagner will be the man out in 12 seconds, and the Rangers will have 1 minute and 48 seconds of a power play, which will be their 4th of the night. They are 0 for 3.
Joe Kocur comes over to serve the extra 2. It's good to see Yzerman retaliate down in the corner here. He got ran in pretty good by Sandstrom, and he came back up with the stick right away. I think he's got to do a little more of that and get some more respect from these guys who are running at him and get him some more room to perform those talents that he has.
Ruotsalainen now taking over for the Rangers. He's in no hurry. He wants that penalty to expire to Van Beesbrook, which now it has. Gagner is out, and here comes Ruotsalainen. Sends it ahead for Pavelich. Mark Pavelich now gets it inside the Red Wing zone. Moves it along the boards for Osborne, who slaps it around to the left wing side. Guerra's there to intercept. Failed to clear. It was knocked down. Pavelich dumps it in front. Deflected by James Patrick, and Mio made the save. Along the end boards now, Greg Smith digs it free. Gets it to Dwight Foster. Foster, though, loses to Pavelich. Pavelich's pass intercepted by Greg Smith. And Greg, with some open ice, fires it all the way down behind the Ranger goal. Van Beesbrook sends it up the far side. Now here's Foster with some forechecking. But McClellan had that figured out. Circles his net, starts it up the ice. McClellan, a goal and an assist in the first period. Goes wide on Gare. Now tries to get around Greg Smith. Smith has the stick up on him, but tied him up. Now Gare able to clear it past Willie Huber down the ice into the Rangers zone. Don Van Beesbrook, not only good at stopping the puck, but he's shown he's very capable handling the puck as well. Very strong wrist. As Willie Huber circles back. Rangers not really showing too much on their power play opportunities tonight as well. Here's Pavelich again across the line. Top of the circle. Thought he was going to shoot it. Held up. Back to the line. Huber rolls it across. Ruotsalainen back to Huber. Tees it up for the shot. Blocked in front by Barrett. Duguay fails to clear. Knocked down in front. Here's a chance. Mio the save. And he had to squeeze the pads together to make sure as Pavelich took advantage of a Red Wing miscue.
I didn't see how that got into the slot to Pavelich. Did you? It looked like Duguay had possession.
He did.
And I don't know if it banked off a skate as he tried to dump it out. Let's see if we can tell. Huber with a weak shot. It stopped in front. The puck goes to Duguay. Let's see what happens.
He'll turn
Tries
and wheel.
to clear it. Yes, it went off the stick of Sandstrom and right to Pavelich in the slot. Another big stop by Eddie Mio. Look at that's a good angle right from behind the shooter.
Get an idea really how much room the shooters have on that kind of an angle. It's a lot more than you would think.
Oh yeah, he's dead in front of the goaltender. But blew it right at Eddie.
Hit him right in the logo. Eddie didn't have to move for that one. Face off in the circle to the left of the Red Wing goal. 11:35 left, second period. Wings surviving 1 minute and 19, being 2 men short earlier in this period. But they've got to do something offensively. 15 seconds left in the double minor, or the first minor of the 2 called against Young. As we have a jam up along the boards. Joe Kocur will be the man coming out of the box now in 9 seconds, as the face-off again will be to the left of Mio.
Joey hasn't had a shift, I don't think, regular shift, has he? Maybe once.
I only recall once in the first period seeing him out there.
A very short period of time.
He did not dress for the game Saturday night at home against Chicago. He was the odd man out. Tonight it was Chris Chahaki.
Well, the Hawks have seemed to have caught fire lately, haven't they?
Draw to Huber. Big shot, missed the net on the short side. James Patrick holding it in. Now Marwelli, the referee, has to get out of the way. And here's a pass center ice for Kocur out of the box. He's on sides. And now hacking away at Willie Huber's stick. Could not come up with possession of the puck. Would have been a good chance for Joey. Back the other way. Here's Maloney now. Trying to work away from his man. He does. Greshner with a shot. That was blocked by Ladouceur. Made a nice effort. And back the other way, Kissio. His pass for Klima off of Peter's stick. Laidlaw able to bounce it back center ice. That hit the referee. And gives the Rangers a chance. Greshner now top of the circle, rolls it in front. Mio the save. Now Maloney sends it out to the point. Ruotsalainen pass into the slot for Brook. And the Red Wings recover. Ladouceur plays it behind the net for Sneps. Clearing pass right to Laidlaw. Laidlaw into the circle now. Rangers pressuring here. A pass in front. And Mio has it underneath the glove in the slot. Wings still trailing by a score of 3-0. We'll be back in a moment. Pads a bit.
Well, Klima used the defenseman very well as a screen. Took a good wrist shot from about 40 feet out. It's Laidlaw, number 2 for the Rangers, and see Klima right between the legs and almost between the legs of Van Beesbroek. Smart play by Klima as he was 1-on-2.
As you see there, Peter, third among NHL rookies in points with 25. I think it's Gel Dahlin of the Canadiens that's first.
Islanders back on top of Hartford. Last look, they were tied 1-1. LaFontaine with a pair. Nystrom and Tonelli for the Islanders.
Here's O'Gradick rolling it right into the goal mouth. We're going to have a penalty here on the Rangers.
Mio to the bench, but New York gets possession. As Morelli blows a whistle, 3-0 New York with 10 minutes to go. Second period. We'll be back in a moment.
Spirits at the 10-minute mark of the second period. So the Wings, as you see, 0 for 3 on the power play tonight, getting another opportunity. Draw came back to Larson, got by him off the boards. Reed at center ice will drive it right back behind Van Beesbroek. Duguay there to hold it in. Wings spread it out now. Have to move that puck quickly. Comes to Yzerman at the point. Back it goes to Duguay. Duguay moves it into the circle. Still holding the puck. Still holding it. Sends it back to the line for Yzerman. Quickly back for Duguay. Winds up. Takes the shot. It was blocked by the man in front of him, Huber, who sends it down the ice.
And for the first time, the Wings were able to spread it out a little bit. They had New York in that 4-man box, and Duguay just drilled it right into Willie Huber's pads.
Quick pass to O'Gradnick. Cross ice now for Reed Larson. Larson carries into the Ranger zone. Dumps it into the corner. Duguay going after it along with a Ranger player. Well, they dig along the boards. Larson is there for the Wings. O'Gradnick now trying to pull it free. It comes out toward the point man, Yzerman. But first one there was Maloney for the Rangers. Dumps it all the way down where Mio has to handle it. Wings were looking for a too many men on the ice call there. On the change, as Mio tried to clear it, it hit a Ranger player coming off the bench. Here's a mishandle by the Wings and a clearing pass down to Miller. Coming over Yzerman on the angle. Miller streaking in, and Yzerman did a good job of preventing him from getting a great shot on net. Mio, though, did have to make the save on the shorthanded bit.
You're right. He almost got a chance to tuck it in the short side.
Center ice now. This is Kissio carrying into the Rangers zone. Drops it back. Klima fakes the shot. Gets it back to Kissio behind the net. Now to Klima in the corner. Wings spreading it out once again. Klima sends it out to the line. Here's Greg Smith with a shot. Missed the net. Coming in Larson, but Osborne tipped it away from him into the neutral zone. 15 seconds left in the Ridley penalty. Greg Smith now quickly up into the Rangers zone. Smith drops it back to Probert. Probert the drive. Knocked down in front. Couple of players down in the circle. Puck comes free. Backhand shot. Van Beesbroek the save. Loose puck right out in front. Osborne is there. And Osborne clears it ahead. That'll be a two-line pass. Ridley came out of the box, but that pass originated deep in the Ranger zone.
That was worth a shot. They got caught.
You saw the graphic earlier. Klima third among NHL rookies. This kid Ridley second in the league among rookie scorers. With Dahlin of the Canadiens tops among first-year players in the NHL.
Well, what a nice-looking player he is. Kjell Dahlin. Swedish player. He's close to 20 goals with Montreal, I believe.
There's Pavelich. He'll be stepping in to take this face-off against Dwight Foster. Foster out there between Lane Lambert and Joe Kocur. This has been Harry Neal's fourth line tonight. Not seeing too much action so far. .7:56 left second period. Wings trailing 3-0. Rangers doing all the damage in the first period. Draw comes to the point. Quick shot. Ladouceur high and wide of the net. Rangers look to clear. Snepp pinching in. Had it for a moment. They still work it along the boards. Lambert went down. Play continues. Pavelich clears at center ice. Randy Ladouceur now. Wings trying to get something going on the attack here. Gets it to center ice. Deflected pass comes to Sneps. Rolls it ahead. Hit Foster's stick. Pavelich recovers. His pass broken up by Lambert. Lambert starts it back the other way now. Lambert, long shot. That was blocked. Koster coming in looking for the rebound. It wasn't there. And Koster with a big hit on Pavelich there now. As Ladisor battles to keep it in.
Look at Koster is really manhandling Pavelich over on the far side, right in front of Morelli. No call.
Here comes McClellan now. Backhands it along the boards behind Eddie Mio. Mio flipping it up the left wing side. Harold Sneps had Sundstrom all tied up behind the Red Wing goal. Center ice Pavelich. He was slashed there by Foster as Marwelli really letting him play. Ladisor with a big hit there on Gagne. They get the hands up on each other a bit. Lane Lambert now carrying the puck behind the Red Wing goal. Sends it ahead right wing side for Koster. Cross ice for Foster. And now we've got
who was that? Koster?
Sundstrom, I think, put the stick out.
Sundstrom and Koster. The whistle blows. There will be penalties on the play, probably coincidental minors. Had happened away from the play, and you could almost tell that Joey Koster was going to get something going out there. Still 3-0 New York. 6:44 to go. We'll be back in a moment. Fun to talk to Phil, and he certainly has his own idea of what the game of hockey is played like today and what it was played like a few years ago. So that should be fun. We'll get together with Mr. Esposito after the second period. Phil up here with the Ranger broadcast crew. High above the Madison Square Garden. We're on the 9th floor here. Did you know that?
Yeah, the ice is on the 5th floor.
The ice is on the 5th. They're bowling on the 6th.
Puck driven deep into the Ranger zone. Here's Warren Young trying to dump it in front. Whistle blocks the pass. Young still working the boards. We can see the puck free there. And Young breaks free. Wraparound move, and he missed it on the short side. And Duguay was all tied up there. Maybe there should have been a call there, but the Rangers got away with it. Now Barrett landing on call, and that one's going to be called now. The crowd helped there. And Barrett saying to Marwelli, come on. Not so much because of what he did, but because of what Marwelli
didn't do.
Didn't do at the other end.
That's right. They were looking, Detroit was, for a penalty call against the Rangers on Duguay down at the other end. And Johnny Barrett grabs a hold of, who is it, Sandstrom? 28, is it? Or I
think it might have been Ridley. Can't tell what the other number is.
Can't quite tell. 18 or 28. Ridley, I think, 18, but nevertheless, Johnny Barrett gets the call. And once again, New York goes on the power play. 5:47 to go, second period. Eddie Mio so far has played very well. He replaced Mark LaForest after the first period, where the Rangers scored all 3 goals.
Face-off, Foster and Pavelich comes out to the line. James Patrick rolls it across to the other point. Roots the line in the slot. Pavelich's shot, it was blocked. Going down was Ladisor. Now this is McClellan to Pavelich along the boards. Out to the line for Patrick. James Patrick gets it back to Pavelich. Pavelich, he's broken up by Ladisor. Backhands it off the boards, but not out. James Patrick hustling over to hold it in. His pass blocked by Foster. 2-on-1 break here. Coming up is Danny Gare. Foster on the right side, takes the shot, and he missed it.
Not by much.
And that gives the Rangers a 3-on-2 the other way. Osborne across the line, broken up by Sneps, picked up Patrick, his pass block. Osborne rolls it in front, they score! McClellan!
Boy, they got a lucky bounce. 2 of them, I think. One in Harold Sneps' feet, and the other one right to the left of Eddie Mio. And they finally get the puck over to McClellan. He dumps it in the side. A 2-on-1 by Detroit a moment ago. Foster nicked the outside of the post. There's the bounce off of Harold Sneps' feet, and right there, the block by the Detroit defenseman, and it went right back to the Ranger player and over to McClellan. Watch this, right there. Brook with a shot.
Greg Smith, I think it was, that went down.
And there's the bounce right off of Grodnick, 25. I couldn't tell the number from up here, but nevertheless, the Rangers get 2 lucky bounces. It ends up in the net, 4-0. Ryan McClellan, his second goal of the night. Here they come again.
All right, Don Maloney with a chance, and he missed it on the far side. Osborne and James Patrick drawing the assists on the power play goal by McClellan. As Mickey said, second of the night and his 8th of the season.
Boy, you hate to... It's unbelievable how this game can turn around. Foster just couldn't have missed by the width of the puck on a 2-on-1. 4-0 Rangers. We'll be back in a moment. Rangers.
Face off to the right of Van Beesbrook, who faced only 3 shots officially in the first period, 7 so far here in the second. Rangers with a 22-10 shot advantage. Kissio and Brook, and Rangers control. Huber plays it around the boards. Greg Smith holds it in behind the net. Kissio tries to dump it out in front. It got there, deflected to the boards though. Klima now wrapped up by Huber. Kissio over to get the puck between the circles, tries to send it across. Probert has it now back in front. Kissio shot, and he missed it on the give and go. Good work there though. Kissio in front for Probert, broken up by Miller. Well, they jam up some more. The puck held in by Greg Smith, but right onto the stick. Now the Ranger defense, and back the other way. Bob Brook taken to the ice by Barrett, and Bob Probert now sets up behind his own goal. Pass comes up the left wing boards. Kissio has it center ice. Kelly Kissio makes a little move, now carries into the Ranger zone, dropped it back to the blue line. Don Maloney right there to intercept. Drops it back now for Whistle. Bob Whistle drives it in wide of Eddie Mio. Eddie leaves it right behind his net. And Greg Smith will start it ahead now. Peter Klima lost it off his stick. Rangers recover. They've got something going here possibly. Kelly Miller gets by Barrett. Miller in deep with a shot. He scores!
Nice move by Kelly Miller. Well, the Rangers create a 2-on-1 again. See, Barrett tries to squeeze Miller off. Here's the 2-on-1. Greg Smith plays the shooter. Klima can't get back, and Miller makes a nice little move. Tucked it up in front of his left foot and just drilled it between the legs of Eddie Mio. Right there. There's Klima to the right of the screen. And he can't get back in time to cover Miller. As Greg Smith played the shooter, 5-0 Rangers late in the second period.
Number 6 for Kelly Miller, another Detroit native on this Ranger club. We mentioned Van Beesbrook, the goaltender, also from the Motor City.
Of course, Kelly Miller with Michigan State for 4 years, an All-American last year. 9th draft choice of the Rangers back in 1982.
Tom Laidlaw drawing the assist on the Kelly Miller goal. Well, with the Wings trailing 3-0, it wasn't enough just to play evenly. They had to get something on the board, and the longer it went here into the second period, if the Rangers were the one to get the first goal of the second period, you knew it was going to be tough for the Wings. And now the Rangers have gotten 2 quick ones.
It's tough to get a lot of offense going when you only get 10 shots on goal.
Here's O'Gradnick with a chance. Van Beesbrook the save, and it comes right out to Miller. 3-on-2 for the Rangers. Here's Miller into the zone. Holds up, takes a shot, deflected, bounces to Mio, who hangs on.
Well, the Rangers will be flying now. They've got a 5-0 lead. 3:23 to go, second period. As you saw them, good shot by O'Gradnick, but Van Beesbrook again, very sharp, made the save, had no idea or reason to kick it where he did, but it went right to his teammates, and they broke away in full gear. Easy to play when you're up by 5 goals at home.
And this is one of the noisiest buildings in the National Hockey League, I would suppose, ranking right up there with Chicago Stadium, and these fans get going. And the Rangers, of course, coming off a big weekend against their rivals, the Islanders, tying here at Madison Square Garden and then winning in the Nassau Coliseum, getting 3 out of 4 points.
Well, that division is, talk about tough. Boy, oh boy.
Here's James Patrick holding it in at the point, sends it behind Mio, comes to the left wing side. O'Gradnick taking the hit there. Zambo picks up the puck, couldn't get it past Osborne. Now it comes out to the point. Ruotsalainen just plays it to the corner. Ladouceur double team there. Rangers had it for a moment. Now Ladouceur gets it back. Lambert plays it out to center ice.
You notice every time there's a loose puck, there seems to be a blue and white jersey there.
Here comes McClellan. McClellan circling the Red Wing goal. Zambo working him over, but McClellan keeping control of the puck. He still has it. Now Zambo hits him again. Pass goes behind Mio. Pavelich dumps it out in front of Mio. Poked it away for O'Gradnick. Breaks with Lambert 2 against 2. O'Gradnick now broken up by Huber. Tried to slide the puck past him. Now here comes Yzerman. Yzerman along the boards. Lambert trying to get something going in front of the net. Now Lambert along the goal line, sends it out to Barrett. Screen shot deflected right on. Van Beesbrook the save, and now he stops O'Gradnick.
That shot went right off the left skate of John O'Gradnick and right on the net. Barrett drilled it from the point. O'Gradnick went for the front of the net. He hit him right in the toe of the skate and still had some speed on it as it went right on the left pad of Van Beesbrook. He was hugging the post, and then Ogrodnik finished it off with a good opportunity on the backhand. And there was number 41 again. 34, pardon me. Well, I'll get that guy right yet. Didn't give him a penalty earlier tonight when he deserved it. Wrong number. Oh, we got a 41 at the other end. Oh, boy.
Face off to the left of the Ranger goal. 2:17 left, second period.
It's 5-0 score.
Duguay on the draw with Brook, controlled by the Rangers. Brook able to work it to Willie Huber. Huber flipping it ahead, taken by Greshner. Ron Greshner now, met by Barrett. Rangers getting that blue line very easily. Around the boards, deflects off of Brook's skate, and out comes Duguay the other way. The two Rangers are back. Duguay takes the long shot, missed it. Not by a lot, though. And Beesbrook steers it to the corner. Greshner plays it up the boards, and it's taken away now by the Rangers. Greshner clears it ahead. Circling back into his own zone, Bob Brook plays it back to Greshner. Greshner, quick pass intended for Maloney, was deflected away, and Larson sends it back for Duguay. Dugay's return pass bounces onto the stick of Warren Young. Young trying to circle around Melnick. Backhands it in behind Van Beesbrook. Coming down on a minute remaining in this second period. 5-0 Rangers. Rangers try to clear it out. It ends up in the Detroit bench.
Well, you'll see some river skating here, I think, for the Rangers here in the rest of this hockey game. They're just freewheeling out there with that 5-goal lead. Wings just can't seem to get anything going offensively. Detroit, so far through 31 games, has got the fewest goals for in the National Hockey League. Just barely over 3 a game, and when the team average nowadays in the NHL is about 8, that means you're losing 5-3 on paper every night. Unfortunately for the Wings, it's been worse than 5-3 on many occasions.
Puck bounces down wide of Eddie Mio. Ladouceur back to touch it. Icing is the call.
Right along the far side, just inside the goalpost. And just a big pile up there in the middle of the ice. Both Ranger defensemen there, Laidlaw and Huber. Kissio being tied up in front. And there's the first Red Wing goal. 51 seconds to go in the second period.
Might be unassisted looking at that replay. And here is Peter Klima now. Drops it back for Ladouceur. 5-1 now, the Ranger lead. Ladouceur gets it himself to center ice. Bob Probert and Kissio getting an assist. I thought it might be unassisted. They end up giving 2. Center ice, Rangers have it. Here's McClellan. Check from behind by Kissio. That forces the shot wide. Sneps picks it up now. Takes a bump from Osborne, then Sneps with a little punch there. Knocked the puck away. Roots the line and holds it in for a shot that's blocked. Cleared by Kissio up the ice out of the reach of Klima.
Klima with that little
opportunity here very early. First minute of play of the third period. There you see the Wings 0 for 4. Duguay on the draw with Brook. Wins it cleanly to Larson. Larson moves it on the boards now to Ogrodnik. Back to Larson. Takes the shot. Tip, but wide of Van Beesbrook. Ogrodnik back to the line for Larson. Tees it up for the big shot. Actually tried to get a deflection and went wide. Yzerman broken up by Maloney. It's back out center ice. Reed Larson back into his own zone. Rolls it across for Yzerman. Quick pass for Warren Young. Went all the way through to Duguay. Now Young along the boards in the Ranger zone. Loses to Bob Brook. Brook looking for the opening. Maloney knocked it down, and he gets it by Yzerman deep into the Red Wing zone. Mio out of the net. Leaves it for Reed Larson. Larson trying to get around Kelly Miller. Succeeds in that. Gets the blue line and falls down, but it's held in by Yzerman. Yzerman into the circle. Now ducks along the goal line, holding the puck along the boards. Wings trying to spread it out here. Pass attempt by Yzerman, blocked by Whistle, and again the Red Wing holding onto the puck. And when you don't have the puck or the bodies moving, makes it easy for the team shorthanded. Wings starting it up the ice again. Kissio. Kissio to the red line, met by Laidlaw. Trying to get by him.
Thought he was in. He tripped.
Ducks under Laidlaw's check. Kissio trying to roll it out in front. Klima back there to help out. Puck went underneath Laidlaw for a second. Now it comes free. Kelly Miller looking to get it by Larson, and he does all the way down the ice. Half a minute remaining in the Red Wing power play. Just 2 minutes, 15 seconds gone by in the third period. Rangers 5, Red Wings 1. Yzerman, left wing pass, all alone is Probert coming in. Probert, then he veers away from the net. That's hard to figure out. Yzerman back in his own zone. Backhands it across now for Craig Smith.
What happened there is Probert was not moving, Dave. He took the pass basically standing still at the blue line and didn't have the speed, and he knew it to beat the Ranger defenseman, so he tried to go wide and make a play back into the middle. Never developed.
Penalty to Osborne has expired. The puck driven down behind Eddie Meal. We will have an icing call.
You've got to try to hit the opposition blue line, especially when you've got a man advantage with 3/4 to full speed, so you can catch these guys standing still as they're backing up, or if your centerman freezes them by slowing down. And that time Probert, though, was standing still. Fans reacting here in the Gardens to a fight that broke up in the second level. And if a fight can start, it can start in this building, I'm going to tell you.
I want to take this opportunity, Mick, to say hello to Bob Minch, an avid Red Wing fan, watches all the telecasts from Westland, Michigan. His son Kurt doing an internship in the Red Wing office, so we thank Bob for his loyal support. Draw comes out to Greg Smith. His shot goes wide, hits the back of the net off the end boards, and now it is cleared. I think a piece of the glass there came loose as GAGNER was checked.
At very best, this is a very, very strange building to play hockey in. The fans are very rabid, well-informed hockey fans right in the middle of Manhattan. 34th Street and 8th Avenue, Madison Square Garden, multi-purpose building. I heard them before the hockey game. We talked about the trade McEwen for Richmond. Down in the aisleways, kids were phoning home and talking to people saying, did you hear about the trade? You know, it's strange to hear that in the middle of New York City. You don't think they're up on their hockey like other areas, like Detroit or Minnesota or the Canadian cities, but boy, they come out here and support the Rangers.
Mio plays it off the boards. Greg Smith now to Duguay, or rather to Foster. Left wing to Lambert. He dumps it in wide of the Ranger goal. Van Beesbrook wristing it around the boards. Greg Smith holding it in, gets it to Koster, takes the shot, missed the net. And all the way around the boards back into the Red Wing zone. Mio slapping the stick on the ice to let Barrett know that he has a couple of Rangers right on him. Back around it goes, and Lambert lost it, picked up by Whistle, but it came outside the line, and when he shot it in, the play ruled offside. Wings trailing 5-1. We'll be back at Madison Square Garden. Dancing Vito.
Dancing Vito.
Italian Santa Claus.
He's having himself some fun up there, getting a roar out of this crowd as he does the boogie woogie. Fun at the old rink. Fun for the Rangers. They lead by 4.
Grodnick dumps it in behind the Ranger goal. Bob Whistle now. Yzerman all over him. Whistle plays it up the board. Center ice. Ladouceur has it there for the Wings. Pass ahead. Deflected by Grodnick. Nobody has it now, but a good play by Ridley to slap it deep into the Red Wing zone. Eddie Mio plays it around the boards. Held in by Sandstrom to Ridley at the side of the net. Mio able to poke that away. Now Grodnick for the Wings. Looking for the open man. Has Gare center ice, but again, 2 Rangers back. Gare going wide, dumps it back for Yzerman. He was tied up on the play.
Good back checking by Miller, is it?
Grodnick plays it back up the boards. Barrett back to Grodnick. Grodnick being worked over there by the Ranger player. Shot from the sideboards, blocked in front by Kelly Miller. Clears it right wing side for Bob Brook. Brook will dump it in now as the Rangers go for a change.
Snap's got away with a haul down to Brook.
Ladouceur side of the Red Wing goal. Almost 5 minutes gone by, third period. Puck comes into the Ranger zone. It's blocked and back the other way now. This is Helmanen. Drops it for Greshner. Back for Helmanen. Has a man in front. Maloney. And his deflection stopped by Mio. Brook with a drive. I think Mio got a piece of that. Deflected off of Barrett and went wide, and Barrett clears it out center ice. Duguay. Rink wide pass. Left wing for Young. Has a man in front. Here's the pass. Deflected. Save. Van Beesbrook, but they're going to say the Red Wings hit it with a high stick. A couple of nice setups at both ends, although the Red Wing one wouldn't have counted anyway.
Andy Meal with a couple of good stops back in the other zone right there. Miller on the setup from Huber, and then Brook banked it off the Red Wing player and went right over top the crossbar. Two other games in the National Hockey League tonight. There's the Islanders at Hartford, leading the Whalers 5-2. Didick has scored the 5th Islander goal. John Francis had the earlier goal for Hartford, and Siltman has their 2nd score.
Van Beesbrook side of the net, plays it up the boards. Ruotsalainen sends it back behind his own net. Laidlaw plays it up the boards for Osborne. Center ice, McClellan. McClellan, pair of goals and an assist tonight. Not a bad acquisition from LA. Working out well for general manager Craig Patrick. And here's Ruotsalainen in front of his own net. Plays it ahead now for PAVELICH. PAVELICH worked it ahead for Osborne. Now to McClellan. Centering pass broken up by Barrett. And Reed Larson
kept in.
Unable to clear the zone. Osborne's pass broken up. Still not out though. PAVELICH held it in. Now it's out center ice. Warren Young with Ron Duguay again. 2 Rangers back. Young across the line, weaving with Duguay. Now Larson trailing the play. Sent it back behind the Ranger goal. James Patrick is there. Center ice, Osborne. On the line change, just flips it in wide of Eddie Mio. Greg Smith on it for the wing, starts it back. Backhand pass, center ice. Hit Kissio on the skate, recovered by Gagne. Gagne has Sundstrom heading for the net. Here's the shot. Gagne, Mio the save, loose puck in the crease. And it's picked up now by Helmanen.
Penalty coming up. Who's going to get that? Rangers?
Well, Helmanen.
Detroit.
Helmanen had possession as Marwelli made the call, so I would think it would be the Rangers.
Yeah, I think so. Holding right in front of Eddie Mio. So once again, the Wings get the extra man. They trail 5-1. We'll be back in a moment.
Rangers Dave Gagne up at 6:24 for holding. Wings' 2nd power play of the period. They're 6th overall on the night. And the Wings still do not have a shot on goal in this period, even though they did have the power play earlier. Larson drives it in behind Van Beesbrook. Deflects it. Maloney picks it up. He's checked by Kissio. Maloney kicked it free. It's taken by Probert out to the line for Klima. Back for Probert. Quick pass. Larson shot. Tip save made by Van Beesbrook on Kelly Kissio. That time the Wings moved the puck quickly, but they still could not get it by the Ranger goaltender.
Oh, he's played so well. He stands his ground in there. Kissio was almost in the crease. The shot coming right there from Larson. And look at Kissio. He's right on top of Van Beesbrook, but somehow he saw the shot come through and got a piece of it and kept it out in front of that goal line.
First shot of the period for the Wings. There's Kelly Kissio. He'll take the face-off now to the left of the Ranger goal against Kelly Miller. Draw control. Kissio trying to get the shot away. He's bumped hard by Laidlaw. Now Klima bumping with Kelly Miller along the boards. Puck still in the corner to the left of the Ranger goal. It comes behind the net. Kissio plays it around the boards. A race for it. Whistle and Yzerman. Yzerman took the hit but kept the puck in. Kissio nowhere to go. Sends it back to the point for Yzerman. Winds up for the shot. Fired it wide of the Ranger goal. Held in by Larson. Moves it back along the end boards for Probert. Laidlaw has him tied up. Probert works it free out to Larson. Top of the circle. Larson the drive. Save Van Beesbrook. Now Osborne bumping with Probert. Probert went down. The puck cleared. Knocked away by Yzerman with a high stick. It ends up in the seats out of play.
A couple of big boys, Probert and Osborne, come together in the corner. And Bobby Probert took the worst of that collision. Down to 12:29 to go. 5-1 Rangers. With 54 seconds left in a Ranger penalty to Gagne.
Once again, our next TV game a week from Sunday. That's January the 5th from the Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto. Big game, Red Wings and the Maple Leafs, as we get a look here at...
Look at the two of them. A bit of weight, size, both over 6 foot, 200-pounders.
Center ice, Grodnick now leading a 3-man rush for the Wings. Left wing pass for Young. Drops it back to the trailer. Yzerman across road. Grodnick, quick shot, hit the side of the net. Pass back in front, and Van Beesbrook has it covered up. Might also mention that in our next telecast from Toronto, we will be showing you the feature Down on the Farm all about the Adirondack franchise in the city of Glens Falls that we had hoped to show tonight. As we get a look at Johnny O's chance.
Tried to squeeze it in the short side and then alertly dumped it right back into the crease area. Almost banked it in off Van Beesbrook. Not much going in the direction of the Wings tonight. The Rangers looking to wrap up the pre-Christmas part of the season with a victory here at home.
Hard to believe this club, Mick, just 3-6-1 in their last 10 games in this building. course, 6 of the Ranger losses have come in overtime. So their record, 2 games under 500 coming into tonight, a little bit deceiving.
That's right.
Duguay.
That's a tough division they're in as well.
Out to the line, Larson tees it up for the shot. Van Beesbrook got the blocker on that. Now Duguay along the boards. 20 seconds left in the power play. O'Grodnick in front of the shot. He scores! John O'Grodnick from a pile-up in front of the Ranger goal. Found the far corner along the ice, and the Red Wings within 3, trail 5-2.
Well, he banked that one in off the far post, I believe. See if we can get a look at it on the replay. Duguay with the setup. Now Grodnick takes a shot right there, and I don't know if it may have hit somebody in front. See if we can tell from this angle now. Watch the shot by Grodnick right there. It did.
I don't know if it may have hit the Red Wings.
It might have hit Warren Young's skate or the Ranger defenseman, but it definitely banked in off one of those 2 players in front of Van Beesbrook.
Well, they say it's O'Grodnick's 16th of the season.
The Detroit ball is scored by number 25, John O'Grodnick.
And we'll see if that brings the Red Wings to life. Here's McClellan pulled to the ice there by Joey Kocur. One of those innocent kinds of collisions, but a bad penalty. Wings trailing 5-2. We'll be back in a moment. And the Wings, if they had anything going, now must kill off a minor penalty to Joe Kocur. 2 minutes for interference at 8:19. Still over 11 minutes of hockey to go, and the Wings just trail by 3. And there you see the Ranger power play, 1 for 5. Reijo Ruotsalainen sends it ahead now for Pavelich. Streaking up the left wing side, drills it in behind Meehl. Osborne on the other side, checked there by Barrett. Now McClellan there to dig the puck out for the Rangers. McClellan ducking behind the goal, sends it out to Ruotsalainen at the line. Across for Patrick, takes the shot. Save Meehl, right back out to Ruotsalainen. Missed the net, rebound in front, and McClellan tied up by Greg Smith. Couldn't get the rebound on goal. Greg Smith couldn't clear the zone. Osborne checked him. Now McClellan and Barrett working each other over.
Up on the ledge.
Now it comes down. Out to the line it goes. Ruotsalainen. Quick pass. Pavel to drive. He scores!
Well, I thought at first that Meehl was interfered with by one of the Rangers as he was flat on his back when Ruotsalainen drilled it. Top shelf. And that kills him.
9:09, the time of the goal.
Yeah, he one-timed it on a perfect setup, and look at Meehl is down.
Greg Smith was on top of him, actually.
See what happens here. How he goes down, I'm not sure, because there's nothing else happening. Right there, he comes across. He gets tangled up. Look at Osborne. He's almost in the crease, and Meehl had trouble getting back through and stumbled on either Osborne or Smith. Went down. 6-2 New York.
Second for Pavelich tonight, 17th of the season. And Ruotsalainen drawing an assist. And here comes Helmanen now. Remo Helmanen holding up. Falls down, but it's picked up by Gagner. Backhand shot in the glove of Meehl. Would have been high and wide of the net. Now Snep's having some words with Gagner as Gagner got the stick up on Harold.
Well, I think if the Wings had any chance at all with half a period of hockey to go and trailing by 3, that just went out the window. That Ranger power play goal.
Please report to the security office on the 5th floor.
Well, you and Espo talked in that second intermission about the game being so much a mental thing, and the penalty by Kocur, just a mistake. Really not a penalty that he had to take. Pass across now to Laidlaw. Dumps it in wide of the goal. We may have a penalty here on the Rangers.
No, it isn't.
Oh, I thought they pulled the skates right out from underneath Eddie Meehl. And on the delayed call, a backhander, they score. I thought Eddie Meehl had the skates pulled right out from under him. But I don't see the Red Wings arguing. So on the delayed call, the Rangers have just made it 7-2.
I thought also it was going to be a penalty until New York got possession and the whistle didn't blow. And Sundstrom ends up the recipient of an open net.
37 seconds after the Pavelich power play goal.
There's a penalty being called right now, or right here, as Eddie Meehl tries to come across. Oh, there's the referee with his arm up. It's already in progress of being called, a delayed call.
Peter Sundstrom. There he is. Good job, actually.
Yeah, he
one knee, backhand.
Yep. Top corner again.
And here comes Thomas Sandstrom. Almost snuck that in on the short side. Got a Sundstrom and a Sandstrom here. Here's O'Grodnick with a move. Knocked away. Rangers back the other way. Here's Kelly Miller across the line. Backhand pass in front. It went all the way through and grazed off the outside of the post. Rangers with the pressure on, and now the puck comes free. Barrett kicks it behind the net. Lost it. Here's Miller with a chance. I think that may have gone behind Mio after it hit his skate. Here's the Red Wings. O'Grodnick with a drive. He fires it wide. Gare rolls it right in front. Went through the goal crease. O'Grodnick tried to tap it away from Greshner, but Greshner maintaining control. Gets by Danny Gare. Greshner now trying to do it himself. Goes wide. Now behind the net.
Boy.
Big hit there by Ladouceur. Now Sneps moving it to Warren Young ahead for Gare. Deflects at center ice. Greshner takes over for the Rangers. Greshner bumped by Warren Young. Danny Gare drops it back to Ladouceur. Less than 9 minutes remaining in the game now. 7-2 Rangers lead. Here's Duguay across the line with the shot. Fired it just wide. And it's cleared by Bob Brook into the neutral zone. Maloney has it there. Don Maloney holds up now, waiting for some help. Has a man open on the right wing. Taken by Hellman and passes right in front of shot and a save. Eddie Mio, he robbed Pavelich. Out to the line. Laidlaw shot. They score. May have been tipped by Bob Brook in front. And it goes to 8-2.
Well, Eddie Mio. He doesn't know which way to look anymore. They're coming at it from all directions. And I'm not sure if that puck was redirected or not. There were guys flying all over the place in front of the net.
Oh, it looked like it was kicked in.
Well, maybe we'll get a look at it one more time. And let's see. Rangers with a good pass to the open side. The Wings had faded to the far side. Here's a pass in front. Pavelich a shot. Super save by Mio. Now watch this shot from the point. Laidlaw. No, it did not touch anything. Laidlaw all the way.
All right, knocked down by Barrett with his glove. From the other angle, it looked like Brook kind of kicked his leg out. I don't know whether it was intentional, but it looked like it may have hit his skate. So with the Wings trailing 8-2, we'll be back in a moment.
Buddy.
Third of the season for Laidlaw, Ruotsalainen, and Pavelich on the assists. So the Red Wings, who got to within 5-2, seeing the Rangers score 3 goals. 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Gagne across the line. Drops it for Helmanen. Backhander. Mio the save. Drops it behind the net now for Koser, who plays it around the boards for Lane Lambert. Lambert's pass intercepted by Helmanen. Back it comes now for Larry Melnick. Melnick flips it ahead center ice. Knocked down. Sundstrom bats it ahead with his glove. Barrett there to catch up with it. Down Barrett behind the net. Sends it up the right wing side. Koser has it there for Detroit. Koser gets it into the Rangers zone. Makes a move on Melnick. And then it was broken up. Rangers come back the other way. Remo Helmanen gets it across the line. Still working in. Deep pass now. And a chance there. Eddie Mio broke it up with some help from Foster, as Willie Huber walked right in and was set up by Helmanen. Wings just backing up and backing up and backing up on top of their goaltender, Eddie Mio.
Well, Foster, you know, when the Ranger faked the shot, Foster let his man go, and wouldn't you know it, he faked the shot and gave it right to the guy that left Foster, and he was in all alone on Mio.
Here's Klima trying to create something. It's knocked away from him, and it's cleared up over the Ranger bench and out of play.
Well, unfortunately for Harry Neal, there's been too often nights like this in the Red Wings. This will be number 6, I believe.
Nobody deserves this over the course of a season, much less than the first half of the season. Face off to the right of Van Beesbrook. You see Tom Laidlaw, who scored his 3rd goal of the season moments ago. Draw controlled by the Wings for the moment, but Klima taken off it. Comes back into the corner. Ridley knocking it away from Kissio. Picking it up, though, Probert. Probert dropped it back. Laidlaw was there. Laidlaw, Probert battling Kissio and Ridley. Still loose behind the Ranger goal. Now Probert takes Laidlaw down. Probert has it out in front, and his pass for Ladouceur was off the mark. Now Kissio off the board. Sends it back to the point, but Ladouceur was in the neutral zone. Now Joe Koser rolls it across. Taken by Klima. Klima has a man cutting for the net. Klima coming in. Can't get the pass away. Laidlaw played him very well. And the Rangers coming out. Kelly Miller rolls it across now for Sandstrom. Takes the shot. Deflects high off the glass. Comes back out in front of the Red Wing goal. And Sandstrom got another slap at it. Ladisor kicks it ahead now for Probert. Probert loses it to Maloney. Greshner picks it up. Greshner across the line. Poke check by the Red Wings back out into the neutral zone. Greshner again now, captain of the Rangers. Knocked away by Zambo, but the Rangers right on the puck. Back to the line. James Patrick lost it. Ogrodnik trying to get between Patrick and Whistle, but couldn't do it. Now Whistle carries back aggressively into the wing zone. Drop past Greshner. Shot bounces wide of Eddie Mio. Back behind the net for Greshner. Yzerman has him. Now Maloney there for the Rangers. He's checked by Ladisor. Puck comes free. Yzerman. He lost it. Rangers have it. Here's a shot save. Mio. The rebound went wide. Bob Brook in the corner now. Zambo trying to tie him up. Zambo, as the Ranger player stepped away, had to kick the puck ahead. Now it's back in the corner again. It comes free. Maloney over there with Ladisor on him. Out to the point for Whistle. His pass is blocked, and Gare breaking now with Ogrodnik. 2 against 2. Gare across the line. Ogrodnik heading for the net. Gare makes the pass. Van Beesbrook able to kick it aside, and Bob Brook now. Well, the Rangers starts it back. Just over 4.5 remaining in the hockey game. Puck driven in wide of Eddie Mio. Greg Smith back to get it for the Wings. McClellan right on him. Pass goes to Barrett, now to Duguay. Duguay center ice. Makes the pass. Ogrodnik the shot. High and wide. Duguay the rebound. He missed it on the short side. Ogrodnik rolls it out in front. It got by Gare, and Greg Smith was backing up. Couldn't hold it in. Osborne. Left wing pass for McClellan. McClellan holds up along the boards. Keeping the puck in play. Now getting some help from PAVELICH, who picks it up. PAVELICH between the circles. Quick shot. Eddie Mio the save, and again a couple of players run him over.
Mio's just hitting run over right, left, and center.
Puck driven back into the Rangers zone. Ruotsalainen checking Warren Young. The icing had been waved off. Now Larson holding it in for Duguay in the corner. Along the end boards, Laidlaw. Backhands it ahead for Osborne. Mark Osborne waiting to see what develops. Winds up, fakes the shot. Checked by Snepp. Puck still in the Red Wing zone. Helmanen has it. Gets in for the shot. He scores! Give up that blue line that easily, and that is going to happen more often than not. And the Rangers just coming in waves.
Well, that's the 35th shot, 36th shot on goal for the Rangers, and they're just freewheeling now. There's nobody there. A little quick wrist shot. And Mio, no chance on that one. Just inside the far post. And you see the Wings out deep, trying to stick check. Not enough. And the Rangers get their 9th, and they go for doubles.